They say that the wedding day is supposed to be the most beautiful day in a woman's life.
Honestly, I've had better days.
I wasn't feeling my best on my wedding day. Even now, 5 years down to our marriage and 2 children later, I wish I could have dressed or looked a little better. At least felt better. Maybe you could take away from my experience and make your day a more satisfying one. So, here are my top 5 regrets. So, I had a design in mind for my wedding dress, and okay, maybe my expectations were too high for the budget that I had. I picked a boutique to custom make it for me, and I have to say, I wasn't happy with how it had come out. It was a mix of errors from both my side as well as the boutiques. Error number one, I took the measurements on my own. I just wanted to be very independent. I have had no prior experience taking my own measurements. It's always good to have someone who knows how to take measurements with you. And the boutique, they started their work in the last minute because they were very busy with their high-end orders, and mine was their least priority. Have to say the truth, right? I wish I had found a boutique who was as excited about my dress as I am. My next regret was that I did not like the makeup that I got done for my wedding day. My mistake was that I chose a makeup artist who did not offer a trial. They did not have the time to offer a trial. Makeup can really make or break your game, because something as simple as a contour or shading your eyebrows or the lip color, even your hair partition, can have a huge change on the way that you look. I was a makeup novice back in 2021, which is when I got married. I did not know how to communicate all this correctly to my makeup artist so that we got it right in the first attempt itself. I should have taken a trial. I should have gotten some pictures of mine taken after the makeup trial to know if I was okay with how I was looking. If I didn't know how to do this, at least I should have known exactly what to communicate to my makeup artist. Also, it would have been nice if I had chosen a makeup artist who wasn't catering to 10 other brides just before me. I was the last bride that my makeup artist took care of on my wedding day after 10 others. Way to feel less special. So, since then, I vowed to learn how to do my own makeup. Some days I get it right, some days I don't, but that's okay because it's a process. At least I know what I like. I think that's more important. Regret number 3. I let some stitching glitches slide. I was too tired to try on the tailored dresses that I have received. So you might wonder why this happened. I was very anxious, especially because I was just 26 and entering a new phase of life. So, marriages are not very simple and straightforward, and a decision of the couples getting married in India. At least I belong to a society where there wasn't much freedom with respect to the concept of marriage. There are certain ages which is considered to be the best to be married at, and if you got a little bit older than that, then it's considered to be unacceptable, especially for the elders. So once I turned 26, there was literally a frantic search to tie my destiny with another person. Luckily, I found my husband, but that's not the case for many people. Yes, now come to think of it, I'm happy about what happened, but I didn't have a choice really, because it's like something that's drilled into your head that you need to get married by 26 or 25 or 27. Otherwise, you just might end up too old to be married or to find anyone. which in my opinion is a very outdated piece of advice. It doesn't matter. Age does not matter when you get married. The whole point is you find a person who matches you in every aspect. Okay, anyways, more on this later. So coming back, because of the anxiety and because of very major trial to lose weight, I had lost a lot of weight before my wedding, and my sari blouse looked so shapeless and loose on the day of my wedding. Regret number 4 was that I played the good girl and listened to everyone except myself, especially in terms of, how I wanted to look on my wedding day. I went along with accessories, hairstyles, and outfits that I wasn't fully happy with. I just wish I had followed my intuition and I relied on it and I stuck to it. For example, I wish my hairstyle was different for my engagement, maybe a nice updo. And also, I feel like a different type of jewelry would have suited my wedding dress. That's the white one. Maybe something with white stones in a white setting would have been better. But the elders insisted on wearing real jewelry on the day of the wedding. At that point in time, getting white stone jewelry, the exact kind of design that I had in mind, that was out of reach for me. Okay, it's not so bad, but it could have been better. Regret number 5, the problem of problems. I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I looked because of the various ideas that was fed to me on how a womanly body must look like. I believed that I was fat, even if I was not. I made various decisions trying to make myself look slimmer. For example, I got all my sari blouses stitched with long sleeves because I was very conscious about the shape of my hand. I changed my sari material from organza to silk georgette because I felt that would make me look slimmer. And whenever something didn't fit me, which was tailored, I would feel that I was fat and that's why it's not fitting me. In fact, I was even told that things are not fitting me because I was fat. When in reality, the issue was the tailoring was not accurate. They hadn't done a good job, but I blame myself for it. What an idiot. What an idiot. I wish I had not felt or thought that way. And I'm saying this so that none of you feel the same way that I did. And if you are feeling the same way that I do, please change it. Don't feel like that. You don't deserve it. You deserve better.
My wedding day may not have been the best day of my life, but I did have some heartwarming, good parts to that day. Our wedding had taken place during COVID. Despite the various restrictions that the pandemic posed, I was blessed to have my closest family and friends present who had chosen to brave all odds for me on that day. The food was actually not too bad, and of course, my husband and I got married.